This video was made possible thanks to EA Creator Network. Thank you for allowing me to play Season 11 early. Today, we're answering questions specifically about Season 11, things that may have fell through the cracks or you may not have seen in other gameplay videos. So we're just going to jump in and answer about 30 questions. Let's go. I think this is a good one to start with. Will the servers be improved? So Apex actually sort of addressed this in their sort of pre-show for the sort of early access for Season 11. They're working very hard on it. Like, it's a big problem, but they are working on it. So I would say yes, they're definitely going to improve. It might just take some time. Both the Prowlers and Spiders somehow managed to get in the same area. Do they have an interaction? Honestly, I think it's pretty impossible because they have boundaries. They have boundaries where they just literally can't go past, so I do think this is actually impossible to happen. Is Ashe at a balanced stage, a Wattson stage, or a Seer stage? I would say she's in between balanced and Seer stage. She's not as overpowered as Seer and maybe even Horizon on launch, but she's definitely going to be very good and very meta in high-level play. Does Caustic react to the spiders in any way? I did have a Caustic on my team and we did fight spiders, but he didn't necessarily have any reactions. But maybe if he pings the spider nest, he might say something. I would be very surprised if he doesn't have specific voice lines for them because it's a big part of his backstory. Do you genuinely believe that Ashe will find her spot in the meta or kind of fall off later in the season? She will definitely have a spot in the meta. If you think of Valkyrie, she has a spot in the meta, specifically very high level play, like ALGS level. I think Ashe is going to be like that, but a bit more widespread. You're going to see her quite a lot in more casual play and ranked, definitely. What are the exact cooldowns on Ashe's abilities? The cooldown's 24 seconds for the tactical, and I think about 2 minutes for the ultimate. So if I have the new SMG and then change from heavy to light, does the heavy magazine end up in my inventory or in the other gun mode? So what's really cool about this is regardless of whether you have a light mag or a heavy mag, you can use both ammo types. So you only need to find one magazine and it will just basically consider it as an extended magazine no matter what ammo you use. So you can use both heavy and light in a heavy mag, for example. Are Ashe's voice lines randomly determined between Ashe and Lee, or are they used at certain points? So I'd say like 95% of the time, it's just Ashe. And then sometimes Lee or Ashley Reed will kind of break through, and then Ashe will sort of just put her in her place. It's a very minimal amount of lines featuring Ashley Reed. Just want to know if the recoil pattern is the same for both ammo types on the Kart SMG. Yes, the recoil is exactly the same whether you're using light or heavy. Can Wattson be meta again? I have 9k kills of Wattson and I haven't used her since Season 5, now it's Season 11. Well, you're going to be pretty excited about the buff. I don't know if she's really going to be meta. She may be. I think in high level play she has a chance because of her ultimate changes, but only time will tell with something like this. Can you stick someone with Ashe's tactical? If so, how much damage does it do? Yes, if it hits somebody, it will do 20 damage and then they will be in that tether area. What are your thoughts on third partying? How much do you think it will happen since map is so big? I think third partying is going to be less of an issue, especially less of an issue than, say, Kings Canyon. But it's Apex, so third partying is going to happen regardless. Have you found guaranteed gold loot spots, similar to the Waterfall by Hammond Labs? I think there aren't any guaranteed gold loot spots, but I could be wrong. And I think the reason why is because there's so many opportunities for loot with Prowlers, Spiders, and Flyers that you're not really going to need to like find specific gold tier loot. But I hope I'm wrong, because I do like those kind of spots. Will Ashe get nerfed quickly, or are her abilities safe where they have her? I think if anything happens, her passive is probably going to be nerfed. The fact that you can just see where everyone dies on the map immediately at all times is very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets nerfed. I don't know about her other abilities. They're pretty safe. Question. I think I've seen Ashe melee but with her sword. Is this a special third person animation, or when you melee do you slash with the sword? So from when I've played her, she just has normal melee animations, but who knows, there may be a rare sword animation. I've heard rumors about it, but I've never seen it, so I can't confirm. Will cross progression ever become a thing? I'd like to switch over to PC from PS4, but don't know how or when I would be able to do that. So they have announced they're working on it. It's coming sometime 2022, no confirmed date yet. Does the car play any differently with heavy versus light ammo, like damage, bullet, slow, handling? So regardless of what ammo type you're using, the car performs exactly the same. So basically you have the versatility of using both ammo types, but the weapon's always going to be the same no matter what. Is the car overpowered and going to dominate, or is it balance. It's definitely leaning towards overpowered. The recoil is kind of nuts, but it's a very strong weapon. However, it's not as OP as like Season 1 weapons. It's pretty close to the R99, just a little bit more powerful than that. What happens to the attachments of Kar SMG if you switch ammo? So the great thing is, like I said earlier, if you have a heavy mag and you switch ammo, it stays on the gun and you still use it. You don't need a light ammo mag for using light ammo or a heavy mag for using heavy ammo. You can basically use any of those attachments and any ammo in any kind of combination, so it makes it very versatile. If you find a light mag early game and a ton of heavy ammo, you're good to go. And Ash's ultimate slash through buildings slash walls. I was so hoping that it could, but unfortunately it cannot go through terrain. You can go through like windows, like the same way Loba's Tactical can. Think of it like the same placement style as Loba's Tactical. Everyone seems to be saying that Apex Legends coins expire, and some people say that's not true. I'm not really sure if you know if the coins expire or not, but will they or not? So this was kind of like some data mined, leaked thing in the game files. It's definitely not coming. There's no way they do this. Apparently it's some kind of law related to Japanese law. Like they have to actually implement this into games in Japan. So very, very unlikely to actually be a thing. Can the Kar SMG switch to single fire? I swear I've seen a B prompt while it's out to toggle auto or something. So the toggle button, that actually switches ammo type. So you actually have to manually switch ammo type. So if you have like 20 heavy ammo left and 200 light ammo, you need to press the toggle fire mode button to switch ammo. And then you'll reload and you'll have the new ammo. Will us players get annoyed or tired of this map similar to Kings Canyon? Is there anything that could spoil the experience of a casual player or someone new? I'd say that AI could be a bit of a problem sometimes, but it's not third-party central like Kings Canyon. It's kind of like specifically made to avoid massive scraps in third-partying, so I think it's probably the most enjoyable map for a new player, honestly. Does the bigger map help with pacing of matches or still 6 squads at round 1? I honestly couldn't say. It's going to be better than World's Edge, as long as there isn't a specific hot drop that everybody always lands at, and I'm hoping there won't be. You know, World's Edge has Fragment, but hopefully that's not the case for the new map. We'll have to wait and see. How will rotating around the map be since they got rid of all jump towers? It's going to be pretty good because you have gravity cannons everywhere, there's tridents, you can rotate around the map pretty fast. There's a bunch of zip lines too. Do we have comics this season? We don't have comics, but we do have a text-based lore with weekly chapters, very similar to Season 5's quest, but there is no PvE or missions or anything. So, you know, if you like the text-based version instead of comics, then that's what we're getting. Can Ash's ultimate be used upwards? Would be a great escape tactic. So you can use Ash's ultimate in all directions, but it has to be on the ground. Like the placement has to be somewhere where it connects with the ground. Think exactly like Loba's Tactical. If you can throw that somewhere on the ground, you can do it. You just can't throw it midair. Do you personally prefer the Kar or R99? I think I'm going to lead towards the Kar. Once I've like mastered the recoil, it's going to be a better choice for me because it's higher damage. Will Crypto get a rework buff, heirloom, or anything? Crypto has been confirmed to get a buff, and I think it's probably going to come in Season 12 along with his heirloom. That's my guess. Where do the spiders spawn so I can avoid it? I have pretty severe arachnophobia. Okay, so good news for you is they are specifically marked on the map. You'll see where the spider spawns are and the prowler spawns are on the map. And what's even better is the spiders will not appear unless you shoot their spider eggs. So play with teammates, play solo if you're really, really afraid of spiders, and just don't shoot the eggs and you'll be fine. Who's the better launch legend that deserved to be nerfed day 1 of season? Horizon, Seer, or Ashe? Because both Seer and Horizon launch super OP, and Ashe looks like she's going to be OP launch day. I still think Ashe is slightly less OP than both Seer and Horizon. She's definitely up there, but not like #1 legend in the game, you know? We'll have to wait and see though. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the new season, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio!